Yoshie. Note, everyone in Japan speaks Japanese. The dialogue is in Japanese. Interior Tokyo, 4 to 2, classroom, day, 1952. We see a 4 to 2 sign and the bell rings. Ring! Inside the traditional 1950s Japanese classroom, students are at their own desks. Yoshie, 10, a vegan, brings out a homemade lunchbox along with the students. We see the different kinds of things inside the lunchboxes: rice with tsukemono, onigiri with vegetables, and small portions of fish, eggs, or meat. Mr. Furuya, 27, is Yoshie's teacher. He wears a business suit with a button-up shirt and a necktie.
Starting tomorrow, the school's going to serve you something called kyushoku, so you'll no longer need to bring homemade lunch.
Yoshie and her classmates all gasp and turn to their neighbors. Kyoko, 10, is the girl who sits next to Yoshie.
I'm excited.
I know, right? I wonder what they're gonna serve.
Cut 2. The school bell rings. Yoshie and a crowd of classmates stand at the front of the classroom near the door as Mr. Furuya pulls the food cart that holds 3 silver tubs into the classroom. The students' eyes slowly open wide as they're curious about what's inside the silver tubs. Mr. Furuya waves his hand, telling them to move over to the other side of the classroom. The students walk back to their seats. Mr. Furuya opens the lid of the silver tubs. From the first one he opens, we see steamed vegetables. Some students lift themselves up from the chairs, trying to get a good glance. Ito, 10, is Yoshie's classmate. He sits across from her.
Hoo, nice.
Yoshie and Kyoko turn their heads towards each other and laugh.
He's right, though. It looks good.
Mr. Furuya opens the lid of the second silver tub, and we see whale katsu. In the third silver tub, it's skim powdered milk. Students lift themselves even more from their chairs.
Whoa, it's whale katsu.
Yoshie gulps. Shimane is Yoshie's classmate. He sits at the corner of the classroom.
Really? I've always wanted to try that ever since I heard it on the radio.
The class turns their heads towards Shimane, laughing. But Yoshie's face stays still, terrified. Everything starts to slow down. The classmates running up to get food, the teacher serving them, their interactions between students, and students walking back to their seats. Yoshie is disoriented, looking right and left as sweat drips down her head. She gets up and gulps, walking over to the line. She grabs a plate. Mr. Furuya smiles at her as he places vegetables, whale katsu, and skim powdered milk onto her plate. She walks back, and everybody is eating sarcastically, looking directly at Yoshie. She sits and looks down at the whale katsu, horrified as it's bigger than the plate. The whale katsu starts to animate into a blue children's doodle with googly eyes. It starts to speak.
No, Yoshie! Please don't eat me!
Yoshie's eyes widen as she's freaked. Thank you.